Hello, welcome back. Last time I came to this room and that was a huge mistake, so let's go somewhere else. That's all I'm gonna say about that. There's at least one or two I haven't explored yet. If this were to be a filled-in rectangle, and there's one here, here, and here, I don't know if it is, but I've looked at this room already and haven't actually done it. Well, this doesn't look entirely dissimilar from one of the impossible rooms I have here, but it's not the same. Is it just me or is this music like super quiet? Are my settings normal? It's just me. Okay. Anyway, so, Tar Mother's gonna die, so will any tar baby there and the brain after this grows a sufficient number of times. So it looks like all I have to do is clear this plate and wait a whole lot of turns, and that will die. So what's the issue here? There's something going on there. So I need to move health, kill the roach, step here, wait a while, bump this door, make sure health has a path to the orb, and then I'm good, right? What's the issue? How do I open these initially? Oh, that's the issue, maybe. What's up with these force arrows? Hang on, what's this mechanism? Okay, so first thing that needs to happen is this needs to be pressed, which is awfully strange. Seems like a contradiction to me. Interacting with that won't do me a whole lot of good, right? See, problem is, I can't really do anything, because if I go here and do this, health is out, but he's not like following me or anything. Hold on, can I ask him to open one of these two things? Can I ask him to step off that and open this?
Not possible.
Yes it is, you just don't know how. So therefore it's impossible.
Going.
Alright, so some sort of trapdoor sculpting might need to happen so the roach interferes with him in a certain way, or... Oh wait, but this is brains. Am I not just done at this point? I guess the problem here is health's gonna step back on that plate, closing that, okay. So somehow you want me to disrupt his... well, okay, sure. I mean, I can do that, can't I? Now the road's gotta die too. This is all surrounded by doors, so there's nothing I can do with the trapdoors to get the roach to sit there and make health not make it his home.
Going.
How many turns does he need for him to decide that? That might be relevant in this ridiculous room here. I still have some ideas for things to try here, but I don't want to mess with it more today. So hang on, how did this open with that? So obviously the actual first action I do here is sculpt something with trapdoors. Who the heck knows what, though? So if health only had... Feels like I don't want to drop this door, right? If I do that, show me what happens. And messing with this myself does nothing good.
Going.
If I do that, the roach is unbrained and unreachable. And this does nothing to help with the health problem.
Got it.
Okay, so first thing is, if I make a long zigzag of some sort, which can I even do? I mean, okay, if I drop this, like if I dropped a sufficient number of those to cut off like a diagonal path through here, I could have them go around there, then some kind of like thing like this to there. Okay, so what that would help me with
Got it.
is getting myself up here quick enough to do what? What use is it to have B-throw up here? I guess the use is... no, there's none. Because even if... so suppose this trapdoor were undropped. I could step there and still be able to get back and get out of the room maybe someday. No. Stepping on this plate closes that arrow. So that needs to remain... what the heck? Well, wait.
Going.
What?
Going.
No, it's something weirder. So B-throw doesn't go up here. This is strictly for roaches, because if I step off of this, I'm never getting back on there. This blue is for the door being opened by the pressure plate. This red is for the force arrow being closed by this pressure plate.
Got it.
So once health gets off of that, B-throw is completely immobilized until the room is clear, and also this plate doesn't get repressed, because repressing this... no, that's not a problem for these, but the orb is... no, it's not. The orb opens those. Okay, so that's fine. So anyway, B-throw steps here. For this turn only, I can bump this door.
Got it.
Now I can't even bump it anymore, and I cannot step here and ever get back. So I'm stuck in this position. So the roach definitely has to come to me. I mean, I think what I'm seeing here is that there needs to be a collision between the roach and Half on this tile. No, that can't be, because if the roach steps there, it's just as bad as Half stepping there. So there needs to be a collision between the roach and Half somewhere else. Well, guess what I'm gonna have to do here. Okay, you know what? What the heck even was this? Half.
Here I am again.
How am I gonna try this? Okay, so Half, you started on this alternate floor. That's your home, and I want it not to be. You're gonna go hit an orb here, which will open a door here. Sure, why not? All around here there's gonna be walls and stuff. So how do you behave if there's a roach here? Well, no, this is not right. I need something slightly different. Okay, redo. Whoa. Be this kind of floor. Alright, so I don't care what Half's home is. So instead, if I make like one of these, so that the one intersecting space fully blocks everything. So the orb is here, a roach is here, Halfie goes here.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Here I am. Sure, here's a pressure plate. That will connect to this. This will connect to that, and that probably needs to be a little closer to that. Okay, so the idea here is that I ask Health to do this. If I do nothing else, he ends up back at his home. So if I release the roach right about now, he has not changed his home yet. If I release the roach one turn later, so wait until he's standing there, release, right, on the next turn, right, roach does move before him. Okay, so I need to check movement order for one thing. So the roach is going to move here, then Health will desire to move there. What will he do? He wants to move there, and that one turn of blockage is enough to cause him to reset his home. However, if there were any alternate path, I think he would repath instead of rehoming, right?
Going.
So right now... Well, that's not an alternate path. There we go.
Going.
Yeah, so he just repaths and keeps his home. So it has to be a full blockage for the one turn after he uses the orb, so that he doesn't decide to go back to his home. I think that's what's going on here. And I also think that's likely to be what's going on here. But, like, this is a much more extreme version of that. Because the one idea I have is, I don't even know anymore. Don't worry about it. So I'm not doing that room, I'm doing this room. Okay, is this any better? Yeah, probably. It doesn't have the hot tiles. But it does have carve your own torture chamber. Okay, so X-shaped intersection. Roach has a path to B-throw. At an X-shaped intersection, the roach is going to step into the part that intersects with his path to B-throw. Around the same time, Health steps into the... No, at the same time, Health has just hit the orb and is ready to examine his path back to his home. Okay. Not the worst thing in the universe. Now, one slight problem is that since I have to not drop this trapdoor, that means that the path from here, somewhere over here, to this spot is always going to have to be open. That's fine, I guess. So let's say I were to do something like this. So that's the only path in and out. The roach is going to want to go this way along that path. Health is going to want to go this way along that path. Roach needs longer path than Health. This could be the one bottleneck spot that the roach reaches. When it's ready to block him. Could it be, though? I think it couldn't. Oh, dear. I mean, hang on. There might be a simpler alternative here. So another way to think about this could be something like that. Not exactly that, but something kind of like that. So enough space for the roach to pass by. Health. Somehow it just... Okay, so if I do something like this and just adjust some path lengths, I might actually have something. So Health's released. I do this. Both of the dudes are fine. Oh, this is almost it. So let's give the roach a slightly shorter run. Maybe that much? That's probably too much shorter.
Going.
I need to adjust by 1, which I think I can't do. I can only make adjustments of 2. Or did I need an adjustment by 2? Perfect. Oh, okay. That was all it took. Okay, I did it. That was not so bad after all. Alright, now I can't step south, so I just gotta wait a while. Nice. Hey, check it out. Not every room in this hold that I have remaining is in fact impossible. Some of them can still be done. I'm assuming I need health for anything here. Yes, okay. So not interacting with that room right now. Is there a room here? It looks like it. Is there a raft here? It doesn't look like it. There is one here, which doesn't help me. Is there a raft here? No. Is there a raft here? No. Is there a clone potion here? No. Is there a way to go south from here? Because aren't you kind of suspicious? There might be. It wasn't hard to get into that room, right? I just drank like one potion. You go here, get on that raft, take this other raft I just spotted down here. There we go. Okay, so that's how you get into this. Hey, check it out, I just walked across a force arrow. But because it was at a room edge... Oh no! Wait, no, hang on, this is not... For a second, I thought this was a harder version of this room, but no, this is a harder version of this room. In what way? Because this room was actually super cool and highly doable. One of these things is not like the others. I didn't end up having to inspect turn order here. It didn't matter. It might matter here. So we got number 2, number 3, number 1. Bye, scroll. You're gone. That's like that. That toggles all those. In what way is something different? You're trying to call my attention to something, but there's nothing that I see to call attention to. Okay, so let's do this. I'm checking like walls for cracks that appear or something. So it must be something that's invisible to this kind of visual inspection, like move order or plate wiring. What's the wiring over here? That toggles all 4 of those. This is toggled by that. It's exactly the same. I can't see what the move order was there without restoring to the original version of that, which I could do. Why would I care though? No, it doesn't matter. Move order does not play into the puzzle at all because these guys will be dead by the time it's... Okay. Alright, so what did I do here? I mean, yeah, I just killed them in a pattern like this. Parked health on a thing. And blocked him. Then put him in the fiery prison.
Yeah, sure.
He can be a useful obstacle, sure.
No problem.
I sure talked to him a lot. Okay.
Okay.
What's the issue? Why can't I just do that again? Sure seems like it to me. Alright, fine. Let's try the same solution and see why it doesn't work. Because I sure don't see it yet. I mean, okay, so rock giants are kind of a pain to move around. Sure. That's nothing new. Okay, so... I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, so I could break one down just fine here and have everything I need still. Could break 2 down and have everything I need still. Oh, don't do that. Which, you know what, I think I'm probably gonna do? Alright, did direction matter? I don't think so. Health just needs a way in only through the fire traps and out. I mean, I feel like I should be looking for that difference that's hinted is there. But I did look and I didn't see. Therefore, I'm kinda concluding that it might not be there? I mean, that's not the correct conclusion to reach, obviously, but what else can I do if I don't see anything than just continue as if everything's fine? Okay, so here's where it gets a little trickier. Well, a little after this. Okay, so you guys come over here-ish. Could put you on a health, but you don't need to be. Right, this is all fine. Is it? Maybe. How did this work again? I forget how it was possible to stab one there. I mean, I have a demo. I think it involved stealth? Yeah, I think it involved stealth.
Okay.
Oh. I discovered which thing is different. Hi, you're not young health anymore.
No problem.
He grew up. Okay, so difference between young health and not so young health is this one can wade in shallow water. As I mentioned over here, that guy's too short. His head doesn't reach above the water.
Follow me.
This guy grew up a bit. Okay, so new strategy. It's not one of these things. Well, I guess this is not like the others on the level that I've seen so far. I'm hoping there's some kind of dialogue explaining his sudden voice change after I solve this. Okay, but this should be doable. Should it, though? I mean, how do I reroute this when I have teenage health? I think that means he needs a full Okay, so let's... He would not need a stepping stone. So hang on, so before I had him in follow status, desiring to get to me. He does have to stay there. Isn't that okay though? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, can't do that. I only have 8. Like thinking of building him a full prison in one of these places. But what kind of alternative do I have? I mean, these have to die. Then in some way their remains need to make it possible for me to convince Health to step here. Now, keeping him there is not a problem. All I have to do is step off this at the appropriate time. It's just getting him there in the first place. Ways he could desire to be there. Making a request to open this door when this is already pressed. Oh, hang on. Okay. No, because of this that doesn't work. I was thinking, because I have a raft that lets me get outside the bounds of this, it's totally possible to lead a rock golem into this corner. But it's not because of this. Health won't follow if he doesn't have a path to me. So I can't get him to be the one to step there, right?
Follow me.
Yep.
I mean, I tried this a lot of times. He needs a path. What the heck are you doing, Health? Look at this. Southeast. southeast, southeast, southwest, southeast, south, southeast, south, 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 southwest, southwest, south, south. Okay. Does this tile, like, smell bad or something? Okay. Huh. Alright, well, this doesn't directly help me, though. Is there anything else that's made possible by being able to get to the outside of this, though? Do I want health in follow status? Still seems like probably, because that's... There are only two ways to motivate him to move. One is follow, the other is request a door. Because no pushing weapon, only one moving thing, by the time the room is over, I can't get him to stand there. And you know what, even if I could, that wouldn't solve the room, because of that. Okay, so let's think again about the idea of doing the same principle here, but over there. So I need a full cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I don't have enough to block this. And that would have to be blocked, because he would just follow me right out of there if I had him in follow status there. Also, how the heck would I have him in follow status while placing the last brick of his prison in place? Seems like a problem. All these corners are the same shape. So if he's on dry land... Anything else I could do about this? Now there's some possibility that I could, like... Okay, let's just see sort of what happens if I do this kind of silliness. So not thinking too much about that.
Follow me. Yep.
Just gonna position you there. If I walk over here... Oh, this is totally it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Got it. I know what to do. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got it. Yep, so I have the right idea. I just gotta, like... Okay, so I do actually have to use every part of the monster here. Which means getting in here and surviving... Oh, right, I just do it like this. There we go. Yes. Okay, so I need to build a vertical wall from here to here. First of all, that means Half's gonna have to move. I mean, it doesn't have to happen first. Okay, so I can hang these guys up on some stuff here, kinda. There we go, you're hung. Health, move slightly, please.
Okay.
Just need you a little bit away from there. There we go. Okay. Your turn. Probably easiest to get that all the way up there if I do it like this. Okay. And now health. Let's see, how am I going to have you help me do this?
Yep.
That will do. Sure. No, not quite.
Come on.
Okay.
Instead, how about this?
No problem.
Well, that's not good enough, is it?
Come on. Okay.
Not quite. Okay.
Okay.
Instead...
Stay put. Yeah, sure.
How's this gonna happen?
Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay.
Alright, I'm doing this all wrong.
Okay. Follow me. Yep.
Like, I have the... I know what I'm doing. It's just that I don't know the last step of what I'm doing, apparently. So let's use stealth here.
Stay put. Yeah, sure.
Gonna stealth over here, do this, bring you there, and stab you like that. There we I thought I was aligned properly, but I wasn't. There we go. Alright, so health.
Come on. Okay.
Follow me. Stand there.
No problem.
Go to the other side. This is cool. Follow me.
Come on. Okay.
And then, you know, I haven't measured this distance. I don't know for sure that this is the way to do it, but it sure looks like it. Hey, check it out. It's totally not. Shoot. Well, it seemed like a good idea. It seemed like such a good idea. So maybe instead I want something like that. That seems more likely. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing something else. Alright, let's start over. So let's see, survival here means go down so you can go up. Do that kind of thing so you can do this kind of thing. Okay. So we're gonna put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, then that would mean I would only need 7 if I'm looking at this that way. Which might be true. Well, okay. And if I only need 7, let's... Oh, wait, no, I specifically cannot do that one. I pick the one place that's forbidden. Alright.
Follow me. Yep.
Keep following me. Oh no. Almost. Okay, well, so then I need to do something with this last one. Oh dear, really? What something would that be? Well, I mean, what if I did put it in the forbidden spots? If he comes around here, it seemed like he kind of wanted to be more west than south. So maybe? Maybe this will just work? I mean, this is just like getting into pathfinding quirks and stuff. Like, this is not cleanly predictable behavior. So not really a fan of puzzles being built around that sort of quirk. Here, get closer. But if it's set up to be friendly to just having it work, then I would accept that sort of thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, great. I did it. No dialogue? Alright. You know what? I'm gonna leave him in the fiery prison this time. Okay. So weird otherworldly hallucination of an aged up version of the guy I've been working with. See, he got out. He's fine. Okay, cool. Well, good. I had a good time with those. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that room. Let's just not think about it right now. Okay, well, so I still have... Right, I never even stepped north from here. Presumably there's a required room here, and probably one here too. So I can at least try those when I get around to them. Alright, I'll see you then for that.